Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
And now,
All Bad Podcast.
with your host, Enrique.
K Eats.
Yes, sir.
Taco Thanos.
And
You know my name. It's
Right.
Philly Phil, the one and only.
Hey, well, we're live right now, Philly.
Hey, All Bad Podcast is going down.
All right. Yeah, dust it off.
Already?
Dust those shoulders off.
You know.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, everybody.
We are live for episode 31.
31.
Of the All Bad Podcast.
We're
With
back.
Mr. Philly Phil and myself, Enrique.
Enrique, the Taco Thanos.
Taco Thanos.
Haven't seen him. He's making his debut next week.
Oh,
Endgame
yeah.
can't come any
Endgame.
sooner.
I'm going to sneak some tacos in.
I know you are. You're going to eat them so quick like a
Hell
snap.
Yeah. Hell yeah. How you doing today?
Man,
How's your
I'm
week
hyped.
been?
It's kind of different because we're recording on a different day. But every time I record with you, it's like a Friday. So I always feel like
No, Thursday's our
Friday-
day. The past, we've been kind of off. Our schedule's been weird lately, but the
as
episode,
long as you're listening, that's all that matters. Doesn't
Episode-
matter what day it is.
yeah, the 2 episodes ago,
2 days ago, I feel like it was.
I know. Well,
I
that was
just-
episode 30 with our buddy Mr. Lou Garza.
Shout to Lou, great
Shout-
guest.
He was a tremendous guest.
He's also making my business cards. Get ready for those.
Oh God, yep. He
Shout to
is.
Lou, killing the game since far.
I love how you were just like Lou, the sticker guy. Like that's all he does. That was funny. Sticker guy.
Not even. I was saying when I met him, that's when I re-met him. You know what I mean?
Well, did you remember him from high school?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, he hung out with a different crowd.
See, I know he hung out with that side.
You
of
were
the
at the picnic tables.
I was
making,
freestyling. I was rapping.
Beats and
I was
being
trying
that
to, be a
obnoxious group.
superstar. Kind of what I'm doing right now.
All right.
What's up? How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful. I
So-
love how your pants match your hat.
I know.
Speaking of hat, shout out to you, my boy Enrique. Makes the best hats. He is the best hat maker ever. So if you ever need someone to make a hat, holla at my boy Enrique.
Sweet. We got a hat guy. We got a sticker guy. What are you?
I'm the guy that just wears it all
There you go.
and just tells the people where to get their Enrique Eats, get their Enrique workout program, editing, what else? Taxes,
Yeah.
all of that.
Do it all.
Do it all. The man of many trades.
Yep.
That's why I love it.
Right.
How's the set coming?
Set's coming well.
All right. How's the website coming? Oh,
This
guys,
I'm gonna
guy.
sne- I'm gonna
Always
sneeze.
allergic to greatness over here. Well, bless you. Bless you again.
Sorry.
Is that your
the what?
cat?
Yeah. We got our special guest in the building, Mr. Pam.
Pam? Is
How
it
you-
Pan or is it Pam?
Pam. Pam.
Pam.
How you doing?
Pam from The Office?
Nothing. You're just gonna sit here. Perfect.
All right. Thank you so much, Pam.
Yep. He pretty much just sleeps all day, and then at night he
Wanders around.
wanders around, makes a lot of noise. He wants
Ooh.
to play. Of course, that's when I'm trying to go to bed. So
Doesn't even. What time do you go to bed?
you'd make a great club promoter, I think. I go to bed at like 10:30.
10:30. That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
when you're just waking up from your nap.
No, not even.
Getting ready for
lately,
the-
I've been working, so at 10:30, I'm throwing
Lately,
away
he's
trash.
been working.
Yeah.
Keyword lately.
Lately, it's
Before that, what were you doing?
I was working just nights.
Okay.
Days open.
Well, it's good. I need you to eat. Working's good.
Working's good. I got that direct deposit coming in on Friday. Can't be any more excited.
Man, I remember back in the day, like the rations era, as I call them, where I would be waiting for that direct deposit.
You'd be in the club on Thursday. It goes in at midnight.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'd be at the bar, and I would call the guy over, and then he's like, $12, and I wait for I could see the clock, tick, tick, all right, here we go.
Let's go. Drinks on Enrique.
Yeah. I tell the story that I think I've told this before, but I just remember the first time going, because I was kind of late to the game, going out to the clubs.
You were a good boy.
I was a
Stayed
good
in.
boy, but I remember the first time I went to the club. I didn't know what to expect. It's the first time ever doing anything like that. I never went to the 18 and up clubs or anything
Ooh,
like that.
your first time going out was when you were 20, what, 2?
I was
21?
probably 22.
22?
Yeah.
Just going out.
Yeah.
You don't know what to expect. What are you wearing?
Bad clothes. I remember the first time I go to the club and I was like Googling what to wear to the club. It's like dress shirt, tuck your dress shirt in. I was like, James, what do you wear to the club? And James pretty much just told me, he's like, you gotta wear pants, you gotta tuck your shirt in. And so I remember like we both went out. We went to the club and our shirts are all tucked in. And
There you go.
I was like, James, we're the only ones with
With your shirt tucked in?
we look like two butlers in the club.
No, you guys were fly. Like, can't hardly wait when they're all
No, but it
getting
was
ready.
like ill-fitting shirts, you know. It looked like I was ready for first communion or something. I had like the baggy dress pants.
Oh, man.
I was just like, all right, I gotta go back to the drawing board with this one.
That's why you dress so fly now.
But I just remember like the days leading up to going to the club and just like Googling. I'm like, what do you wear to the club?
You did not Google.
I swear I did. It was pretty embarrassing. And I'm like trying to figure this out. And I'm like, because you don't want to ask someone like, hey, I know you already been to the club, but what's the club like? What do I wear?
And this is way before like Instagram and stuff, before you could go on a Facebook and just like look and be like, oh, what's that?
Yeah,
There's none of that visuals.
there was none of that visual.
So if you've never been to the club, never know TJ clubs, never know the last dance you were at was like prom.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wore too to the club. I had a like corsage. I'm like,
What bottle rat do I give it to?
oh, but yeah, that's funny. I don't know how we even got on this topic of going to the club, but oh no, we were talking about the direct deposit and just like how I was so
It's life changing.
I'm
midnight.
glad that I've since then become a lot better with money. Like now I'm kind of I manage it and everything. I'm all about like putting it where it belongs, taking care of things important.
That's an important skill to have.
So it's huge now, but I just remember the early 20s where it was just like I already spend next week's check and everything, so it was pretty ridiculous.
That's that life sometimes.
Yeah, but gosh, yeah, getting that direct
Takes it
deposit.
back, huh?
It takes it back. I'm glad those days are over. I used to work at a bagel shop.
A
and
bagel
so
shop?
I lived off of bagels when I first moved
started
out.
from the bottom, now we
Yeah.
here.
And we started doing pizza bagels as like a promotion, but like the tomato sauce, we were only able to use the tomato sauce like for 2 days, and then we had to like toss it out. But we would always have just so much, and I was like, well, it'll last another week or something. So I would just take the leftover tomato sauce and put it in like a cup and take it home, which I could either
Ooh.
use for like pizza bagels or
This guy,
spaghetti.
the chef.
And I just remember, like, I lived off a lot of pasta.
Look at you, mafioso.
Pretty much. And so I just remember I was making pasta, and what I would do is I wouldn't even like put the sauce in like a pan or anything. I would make the pasta, put the pasta in a bowl, put some sauce on it. If the sauce was
Put some sauce on it.
if the sauce was in the refrigerator, I would microwave it.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, because I was just like, one last pot I have to clean, and I don't have a dishwasher,
Ooh,
so
right? You ain't doing no dishes.
so I would so I I would just put sauce on top of the pasta and whatnot, but by then I had already turned the light off. Maybe SDG&E turned the lights off. I don't know, but then I just remember I ate the pasta and I was like, this kind of tastes a little weird, and so I go down to the fridge and I take I put it. All the pasta sauce was like in a 32-ounce cup.
All that
and it
pasta
had like
sauce.
a plastic lid, like a soda lid or whatever. And I pulled the lid up, and there's just like furry mold all over the top. And I'm like, oh my
gosh! Why did he? Ew.
So I was just like, from then on, I'm like, you got to get
No.
your money up,
Yeah.
and you got to be good. You're not taking home old pasta sauce.
No more pasta sauce. Ew.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the story of pasta sauce. Please tell Enrique to tell you this story. So that's
Yeah.
why we've never had pasta.
So
as a
instead
meal.
of spending money in the club, I could have, saved a couple dollars and got some good groceries, and so
Now look at you, Mr.
that's-
Health.
Mr. Health. Yeah,
Mr.
now
Big House.
I
Mr.
pretty much.
You can't even find a real drink in his house. All he has is kombucha.
Yeah, you're like, where's the sodas? No sodas, bro.
No orange juice. Nope. It has too many.
No juices. We'll have kombucha, a lot of water. Sometimes I like sparkling water.
A lot of
so-
sparkling waters.
I know you're not about that life, but
No, I'm good. I like real water. Water is life. Where's my water? Oh, it's over
yeah,
there.
well, I like sparkling water is real water, but yeah, no juices for me or sodas.
Cut that out. Yeah. To be like Enrique.
Anyways, yeah. So this is Easter weekend.
Ooh.
Are you doing anything special?
I'm trying to figure that out because I'm supposed to be working, but my dad and my mom hit me up and we're supposed to be doing something. I just don't know what yet. It's Sunday.
You're gonna have an Easter egg hunt.
I wanted to have an Easter egg hunt more than anything because I love Easter egg hunts. I used to have them all the time as a kid and kill it and get some nice payday for me. You know, I get nice Easter baskets. Like, shout out to my family in Colorado. You know, they would always come through Pueblo, Colorado. Always have them good old Easter egg hunts. But I miss it because it's not the same. We used to always go see my brother, and he was like in where was he at? San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember this one Easter we went and we did the world's craziest crooked road, and we had to ride big wheels and go whoosh, whoosh, and it was crazy. That was one Easter memory that was like, that's Easter, you know, just adventures with the Horton family, you know. What about you?
Easter's big family day for me. I grew up in a Catholic household.
Of course.
So there would always be Easter, going to Easter church.
Gotta
and
go to Easter
whatnot.
church. Gotta put on your Sunday
Partake
best.
in making your Easter eggs. And did you ever make Easter eggs?
Make the Easter eggs, write your name on it.
I still remember that strong like vinegar smell that you would put the tablets in.
You change the colors on them
to
and
make
everything.
the dye and everything. So
Put all the newspaper on. Can't even do that anymore. We don't even have newspaper anymore.
I know. I know. It's
Times have
ridiculous.
changed.
The times have changed. Yeah.
I used to always like mixing them and then put my name on them.
Court, you and your name. When
What's
did you
wrong?
become Philly Phil? Actually,
When
never
did I
asked.
become Philly
when
Phil?
When did you take on that name?
Well, basically in 8th grade when I got here in San Diego, I was messing around with a couple rap names.
Oh,
And
really?
And I was
do you remember some of the other names?
I do. And
What?
it's, you got to ask.
It can't be as silly as
No.
Philly Phil.
No, it's pretty funny. But only one person really knows it, and her name's Baby Panda. You got to reach out to her, and she'll tell you, because I'm never going to tell no one ever again. But she knows
Wow,
the
that
secret.
bad.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It could ruin Philly Phil. If anyone ever
I
really
think
knew.
Philly Phil ruined Philly Phil.
No, never. So I was like, all right, I need a name. I'm going into high school and 9th grade, you know, game changer. You got to go in. I got to, you know, I want to be a DJ. What's my DJ name going to be? I want a name that's going to be like universal. I want like Will Smith, you know, like Jay-Z, Kanye West, P. Diddy. Like these are all names that anyone, they're household names people know. And it sounds good. Like I'm hanging out with Jay-Z or I'm partying with Philly Phil. Like it just sounds good, you know? So I needed a name to be a DJ, and I was like, I'm going to be DJ Philly Phil, because even if I'm not a DJ, I can still be Philly Phil.
Uh-huh.
And I was always, all my friends were like, yo, there's DJ Ficka Philly Phil. And it just stuck, and I was like, game over. Philly Phil for life.
Well, that's cool.
So that's how I became Philly Phil.
Great story.
Okay, you have your pasta story.
Yeah, I want to know what these other names are.
Oh.
If they're that bad, can you give me an idea?
Ooh.
Does it work off of Philly or Philip in any way?
Nope, it's the last word is nasty.
P nasty?
Nope.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait. You'll never know.
Yeah,
But that's how bad it was. And I was like, I can't be that forever.
right. Are you ever going to grow out of Philly Phil?
No, Philly Phil
Is
forever.
Philly Phil going to be on your tombstone?
Yes, it is.
It's
If
gonna
I
be
ever die.
It's going to be Philly Phil turned up one last
It's never
time.
going to happen.
though.
We're almost to the year 2020. Like, who knows what's going to happen?
That is crazy, thinking, obviously I expected to live past 2020 and everything and be into the 2000s, but it's just weird thinking about growing up in the 90s, late 80s, and just thinking of the time when, I was expecting us to have flying cars by now.
We
and
should have had him by now.
I don't think flying
Meet
cars.
George Jetson.
I'm glad we don't have flying cars. You see
That'd
how
be
bad
dangerous.
normal drivers drive. Just
They'd be
imagine them
flying out of the sky.
flying into the windows and whatever.
Yeah, maybe we're not ready for that.
I don't think we're ready for that. We're barely ready for cell phones. Cell phones have gone. I think. Well, they say that technology has grown quicker than our brains can adapt to it. So
Right.
it's like overload for us. And they're already ready for 5G phones, and they're saying that 5G might actually be a little bit too much for us. So it's just like, what?
What's happening?
Yeah,
We're advancing.
we
way
have
too
to
fast.
catch up, and of course it takes. If you know how evolution works, Philly, it takes years. It takes
Too long.
thousands of years, and here we are, just advancing these things. Soon enough, Terminator will be real.
I know. You're waiting on that day.
Terminator. I want my clothes. Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
your motorcycle.
That's such a good movie. That was one of the first rated R movies I saw.
Yeah, me too.
It's weird because I think of a lot of the toys I had growing up, and they were from rated R movies, like the Alien series, Predator,
Oh wow.
Terminator, and
You
it's
had
just
Terminator toys?
yeah,
Oh man. He
yeah. We had
all
it.
the
I'm
toys.
like, it's kind of weird because I'm just like, these are toys that were popular for children, but they were movies that were rated R. They were not made for children, but that is weird how that worked out.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do you remember your first rated R movie?
I think it was Double Impact.
Ooh,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think
and
you saw that in Pornhub. I'm kidding.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was like in
Double
down with the good thing.
Impact. I don't remember
There was
that.
two Jean-Claude Van Dammes, and they were both just kicking.
So they played twins?
They were
Or-
twins,
Yeah,
and it was crazy.
Double Impact.
Double.
he had
I was a big Jean-Claude Van Damme fan for some reason. Steven Seagal, Under Siege.
oh man,
That was-
Steven Seagal. Have you seen him nowadays? He just looks
he's big, right?
weird. He looks like a cartoon. He doesn't look real.
Why?
And it's hard to believe that there was once a
Once upon a time,
action star under all that meat.
I used to
and
have my hair like him. You could ask my whole family in Pueblo, Colorado. I used to slick my
the
hair back.
slick back.
I'd be
Wow,
like,
slick back Philly.
Ooh, you don't even want that to come back.
Oh my gosh,
Steven
Mafioso.
Yeah,
Just
he was,
imagine you in the club with your slick back hair and the bottle service. Everyone's like, "Wow, this guy's probably
gonna
part of the mob or
put
something."
a hit out on you. Watch out.
You came to my table for drinks. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
All right. Oh,
boy. Yeah, Double Impact. I probably watched that. Oh wow, the Bobon or whatever from Blood Sports in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they must have had
See, they had a bunch of them come out.
yeah. Speaking of action stars, did you see the new Hobbs and Shaw?
Oh, that's the first thing that I watched this morning. I was hyped.
It is
It's over the top.
It's over the top.
Way over the
It's
top.
so overload. I'm just like,
I can't wait.
all right, we're back.
Oh, we're back a little running out of air, huh?
Yeah, ran out of card space. But anyways, yeah, we were talking. Hobbs and Shaw looked
Hobbs
a little
and Shaw,
extreme. There was just
too
things
much.
everywhere, explosions, yelling.
Jason Statham's funny.
Yeah, I do kind
The
of like
Rock's funny.
their
Their
because
chemistry.
they're just two alpha males, and they're just like, hey, blah blah blah. And they, so you telling me that I gotta go? We're trying to find this guy.
Oh my, yes, definitely.
I wonder if does he actually talk like that, Jason Statham?
Yeah, he's really from. Where's he from?
Well, I know he's from somewhere.
I don't want to say the wrong one, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's really from there.
Yeah. Well,
The
it's just
accent's real.
I know the accent's real, but does he talk with that inflection? Is he always just like, when he's having a nice, polite talk with his grandma or whatever, he's like, "So, Granny, I want to tell you something about it."
Well, maybe they just he expands it a little bit more.
Does he have like a softer version of that? I've only seen him talk like he's just like angry, and just frustrated, and yelling, and I can't tell you, I can't do this. But anyway, so you think you're still gonna see it?
I'm so hyped. I'm excited.
You know, it's gonna blow up the box office.
Oh, you know it.
Anything that has the Rock's imprint or whatever, the Fast and the Furious logo on it, it's gonna do well. So, I mean, I was a little intrigued. I don't expect much from it, but
it's gonna be a good
after
action
seeing
film.
just like how crazy it looked and
It's showing
everything,
a
I'm
lot.
like, all right, okay. I mean,
All right.
this just looks like a really. It looks bad,
August
but
2nd.
kind of good.
Get ready.
Yeah. What else? Did you see that they released finally pictures of the new Chucky doll?
Oh, I didn't like that.
I know.
It looks kind of scary.
Well, we discussed that Mark Hamill is going to be doing the voice, so
There you go.
Mr. Skywalker himself.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
he
and
does
he's-
have this crazy voice.
Well, he's good with voices. He does a lot of voices. But the doll looks a little interesting. I see that they went with Buddy with an I.
Ugh,
Very, very
hate
new
Buddy.
age. Yeah.
Not my buddy,
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would want a doll like that. Those are just creepy.
right? That's just not. Don't ever bring that around me ever. You might get kicked.
All right, noted. So, also, did you see? You know, we had a little Star Wars talk last
Oh,
week.
you're
with
so hype on the
I'm
Star
so
Wars?
hype with
Let's
Disney
go.
Plus coming out. You know, I'm going to drop the $7.
$7? You gonna get it right away?
Oh yeah.
Can you share
Just
your
think
password?
about no,
What?
no.
I'm gonna try to make my mom buy the Disney Plus because I've been
It's
paying for
$6.
Netflix. $6?
That's one alcoholic. That's less than like a beer at a bar.
Oh, really?
and
then
you're
they're
not even
gonna
a beer.
add-
You go for the more expensive stuff. You go for
see, there you go. It's more than a drink.
Jack and Coke or whatever.
More than a drink.
Yeah. So
Disney Plus. I'm gonna get it November 12th. But
November
I'm gonna make
12th,
my mom get
$6.99.
Get that
Even though
password.
it's like once all these streaming platforms are coming out, it's like
Then
you-
you're gonna have to get every single
they just
one.
keep on adding up, and before you know it, it's gonna be all these things are gonna be they're gonna be more
so
pricey
is all
than
the Disney stuff from Netflix gonna be off of Netflix?
Yes.
I'm losing all the.
yeah.
Disney
Netflix
stuff?
is taking a dump. I mean, I know they're just constantly
And they're gonna try to raise the prices. I thought I saw an email or something saying we're gonna raise.
yeah. I didn't even I got hit with that the other day.
What?
I was I logged into Netflix.
Netflix,
and,
you better step back.
and before I could even watch anything, it's like pick your new plan. Decide it choose your fate. I'm like, well, I can go with the one, and then I would be screwing over all the leeches on my Netflix account, or
Ooh.
I can be a generous guy, drop an extra $2 or $3. Actually, no, I think it's $15.99 now. So I was just like, all right, don't ever say I didn't do anything for you guys. So I went with the more pricey plan.
There you go.
But these things are all adding up: the Hulus, the HBOs, and the
I told you,
Showtime.
too many. I have the Netflix and Spotify. And what
Spotify
else?
is worth it.
Spotify's totally worth it. I use Spotify every day.
Yeah, Spotify is worth
Spotify
paying.
just
Do you have
needs-
Apple Music?
I don't.
Do you know anyone that has it?
Not really. I know a lot of people just pull it up, and I'm like, "That's how you listen to our podcast." I don't even know what that is,
Yeah,
but I guess it's a big thing.
yeah.
A lot of Apple people love the Apple
Well,
stuff.
I love Apple, but I feel like their whole
They're taking over the world.
their streaming platforms, like for example, the podcast app is garbage. Not
right?
a fan of
the
it.
one that just like pops up on your phone.
Yeah, it's.
I never even use that.
I used it for a while.
I used
but,
to use it for like the Dada Life mixes.
Yeah.
Like the once a month like mixes.
Right.
But that's about it.
Right.
I never really listened to like the real podcast. That's crazy.
What about Tidal? Do you know anyone that has Tidal?
My roommate does. I love it because it's all Jay-Z. And I hate that Spotify doesn't have all of Jay-Z.
Right.
But that's only because I love Jay-Z. I don't
Right.
know. It's kind of expensive. And
Yeah, isn't it like $10 a month?
yeah. So I'm just like, I'm good. I ain't
Right.
balling like that.
Right.
I'm trying
Yeah, I
to get
don't
one
know.
that like gets them all. But I don't even know how you can do that.
We should start one.
We should. Streaming service.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
Just I
All
don't know.
bad. Streaming
No.
service.
No, you don't want to put all bad for any sort of product.
Oh, why is our product?
Using bad is not a good way to. Yeah.
Well, that's the name of our podcast. So
All right.
What
Well,
we got to say about that?
I know. I get. Yeah, there might be time for a change. Every once in a while I think about changing the name because I feel like we've kind of.
Outgrown being bad.
Yeah, we're
we're
not
pretty
even.
good.
We're not
Not
even
even
bad.
We look good.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about. We don't use. We're very. We don't use as many curse words, expletives.
But
and
we can be all bad.
And the content that we discuss is not really inappropriate by any means. So it is weird to have
because we got a lot of
mainly
youth out there.
we just needed a name and we stuck with it and here we are. 31 episodes.
31 episodes.
All right, moving along. So yes, The Mandalorian.
You're hyped for that one.
I'm hyped for
the
that.
Boba Fett movie. It's not Boba
It's going to
Fett.
be a show.
It's a show. John Favreau.
John Favreau's directing.
There
which,
we go.
I mean, he's pretty much got his hands on like all
Everything
the
he
good,
touches is
Yeah.
at least good.
Lion King,
Iron Man,
Jungle
Book.
Jungle Book. They
Cowboys and
They should
Aliens.
have. Oh gosh, I can't believe I bought that movie.
You bought it.
Yeah, I bought that movie. That was bad.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. Yeah.
John Favreau did good though. I like him as Happy in all the Avenger movies.
Right, but
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. I mean, I grew up with the whole Star Wars fandom and
It looks
all,
cool.
and all the bounty hunters, which you barely see them in Empire Strikes Back, and they've kind of just the
They're
visuals.
the coolest character.
Yeah, and just the idea, of a bounty hunter is pretty badass. Where it's just like here they're traveling space, trying to capture,
Get him.
and they all have like special weaponry, crazy backgrounds, and it's all about like, new planets.
So
and
it's gonna be a
whatnot.
show.
So it's gonna be a show.
On Disney Plus.
Yes.
And Disney Plus is also going to have the Hawkeye show,
Yeah, they're gonna have a Hawkeye show,
What?
which I'm not gonna watch that.
the Falcon show.
The Falcon show. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well,
I mean, Marvel's supposed to be on the big screen.
right? Well,
But I
think
guess if Disney has this new streaming service, you might as well
right.
try. But then they're going to end up like all these other. Who watches shows on Netflix?
I do.
What shows?
We just discussed one last week. The Special. I watched Special.
Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, you're weird.
Ozark,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
one of my favorite shows.
Ozark.
But yeah, The Mandalorian looks great. It's got Pedro Pascal, who.
Who's that?
Well, you didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, no. 1% over here.
yeah.
There's other things going on. Anything.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I couldn't believe it. I don't even know how you did it. I saw the videos and people just as soon as it starts, just, ah!
Yeah. No, but Pedro Pascal. He's most known for a character in Game of Thrones, the Viper Oberon.
The Viper Oberon.
Yeah, he gets his eyes squished out by.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch it.
I don't
I
care.
like how a lot of people are
We've
like
no-
spoilers. I'm like, Game of Thrones has been out for a long time. There are those people that are like now just starting the show. I'm like, wow,
just
you're
trying
in for
to jump
a
on
long.
the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. See, I
It-
could have did it, but I was like, I don't have 9 days of just watching TV.
Yeah, I think it's 70 hours of
Content?
content to catch
Whoa.
up.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So
Good luck with that.
I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian.
and after this is it. Last season.
yeah, this is the last season of Game of Thrones.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Then we can start watching the Mandalorian when it premieres.
Mandalorian.
Is it all gonna start at the same time when the Disney Plus starts?
Yeah.
All these shows are
Yeah.
starting. Nice.
Yeah, and this is going
And
to
they're
be
gonna have all the Disney movies too
I think
for the first.
it's going to be in phases, but eventually they're going to have every single bit of Disney content on there. So a lot of the old Darkwing Duck, DuckTales,
Ooh. Ooh.
Chippendales,
Rescue
Rangers,
Rangers.
Chippendales.
Rescue.
Yeah, so moving on. What did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week? I watched. Shout out to our guest Lou. Got me inspired, and it was at the Rooftop Cinema Club. But Pulp Fiction, yo, that movie's so crazy.
The real wolf's in that movie.
Who's the real wolf?
You don't know the wolf?
Mm-mm.
Did you watch? How far along in Pulp Fiction did you get?
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which one was the wolf?
So you know when they kill,
It was so confusing. I've seen the movie
how
like
is it-
7 times.
Did you
and
actually
I don't get it.
Well, don't they play it on the? How do you not get it? There's like multiple storylines.
There's so many things going on.
but they kind of all
John
can-
Travolta's like dancing, and then the boss's daughter dies, and it's just like,
Yeah,
and
well,
then they go back,
okay.
and then it's like,
yeah, well, Mia Wallace dies.
yes,
She ODs, and then of course, John Travolta has to get rid of the body, and that's where they come in and ask the wolf. What's his name? Gosh, he's the devil in Little Nicky.
there you go. Oh yeah, he's the one that has to like cover it all up.
yes,
He's like, you guys get in the garage and clean this up.
yeah, Harvey
he's the wolf?
Keitel. Harvey Keitel.
He's the wolf.
He's the wolf.
Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, so he's
I
all
thought I
about
was
like.
the wolf, but he's the wolf.
Well, how do you not?
He did look like me. He had the
So what other
freaking
parts
bow
don't
tie
you
on.
get about the?
I don't know. I've seen it in so many different times, and I watched it yesterday, and I totally forgot that they go backwards.
Well, yeah, there's
So why is the guys going after Bruce Willis?
well because so Marcellus Wallace, he
Being Rames.
yes, they set up the Butch, who's Bruce Willis, is a boxer. And so Marcellus Wallace tells him he has to go down in whatever round, because
I remember he was running, chasing him through traffic, shooting the gun at him.
yeah,
because
well, so
owes
he
him-
he wanted him to go down, so he wanted him to kind
fake the
of
fight.
manipulate the fight, so that way there would be obviously money moving towards Marcellus Wallace. I'm
Of
sure he
course.
had a lot of money on the game,
Ooh.
the fight and whatnot. So he doesn't though.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously
And that's why he's hiding out.
screwed over Marcellus Wallace, and
That's
then,
why. Okay.
yes,
Got it.
and then Marcellus Wallace, Mia Wallace is his partner, and he leaves him with Vincent,
Mhm.
who's John Travolta, and that's where they kind of go and get a shake and blah blah blah, and
They do the dance.
do the dance,
do the twist.
and then she
She
has
wins.
a little too much. Her nightcap was a little too big, and
Ooh.
she
Spoiler
OD'd.
alert.
Yeah,
But then he saved her.
he saved her. Yeah. So, but there's a lot of there's multiple storylines that kind of all connect into one.
And then who's Quentin Tarantino in Who's he in the movie?
He is, it's been a few years.
See, it's so confusing. I still don't get it.
Isn't he like the drug? Isn't he like the drug dealer?
Probably seems like it. They're all at his house.
Yeah. So yeah, he's the drug dealer.
Got it.
Remember when they go in there and then he's like, "Hey, so oh no, he is not the drug dealer."
No, the drug dealer, the one that they take him back to the house.
Yeah, and then
Not
he's,
that guy.
And he's talking to the girlfriend with all the piercings, like, "So what? Why pierce your tongue?" And she's like, "Oh, for fellatio," and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in like 2 years,
Right?
but
That one's crazy.
yeah, it's a good movie.
And I watched Mean Girls. It was on
Mean
at work,
Girls.
but it's awesome. Shout
It's
out
a
to Lindsay
classic.
Lohan. Oh my gosh. I used to have the biggest crush on Lindsay Lohan, especially when that movie came out. Rachel
Before or
McAdams.
after she kind of lost all of it.
Right before she lost it all. I knew she was like a party girl. I was like, this could be bad. Stick to your Disney contracts and Herbie movies because you're killing
Herbie
it right
movies, Parent Trap.
now. Right? She was killing it. I was like, she's about to be a star. She
Disney
made
pretty
Mean
much
Girls.
has ruined quite a few people.
Oh, right?
Shia LaBeouf.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
But-
how the game works.
Yeah,
I
Mean
guess you gotta
Girls is
learn how
good.
to- It's classic, you know.
it's a classic.
She doesn't even go here.
Yeah,
Favorite line of the movie.
right.
What'd you watch?
So I watched, of course, it's the big thing. I watched Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Was it hype? Was
it
it worth it? You dressed up. I saw that was so funny. I was
dressed up
laughing.
as Jon
Sunday.
Snow. Yeah, pretty much once I kicked you all out of the house, I had to get ready for.
He had to put makeup come in. His trailer flew out the
No,
back.
I was like, I had to cook all the food. I had people coming over. It was a big deal.
I know. You sent Misha out. She was buying wings. I was like, what are we we're leaving?
I
Me
got
and Lou are
wings.
leaving?
Yeah, I was like, get out of my house. Got to get ready for Game of Thrones. So we got ready, and
You
yeah,
watched
that
it
was-
right when it happened, too, like at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we got the Eastern stream
Eastern
because it normally
stream.
plays at like 9 o'clock.
So you watched it when the rest of the world got to watch
Yeah,
it.
I got to watch it when the East Coast is
So
watching.
hype.
So I didn't want any spoilers, and it was an awesome episode. It really sets up not too much happens, but it just sets everything up.
Sets the tone for like what do we got left for?
Yeah, because
11
everyone
more episodes?
Yeah, all these different houses are, they all originally started out in their own separate place, but they've like slowly moved together. So they're obviously a big battle's gonna take place.
Cool.
So gonna
We're
be
gonna
huge.
see.
You could still catch up, Philly.
Oh my gosh, how long does it take?
70 hours.
70 hours. I don't know if I have 70 hours.
There are some people that are trying that once they saw the hype in this last season of Game of Thrones, some people have decided to binge watch everything so they can catch up for the finale. They want to like watch everything so that they can catch up for the series finale, which is going to be huge.
That's what I did
So-
for
and
Breaking Bad.
You
It was
did.
pretty awesome. It's hard. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning just like trying to watch
It
it.
is kind of fun though because there's a lot
you're
of
part of the party.
and then oftentimes like smart shows that are written like Breaking Bad and these Game of Thrones, they're
meant for that.
there's a lot of times where there's things that will, you need to think back to an earlier season, or there's little
But if you
nuggets
just
here and
watch
there.
them from 1 to 91,
Yeah,
you're like refreshed. You
Right.
know all of it.
a lot of times shows that are on on regular television, I prefer to just wait for the season to be over to like binge
You
them
get all.
because I think
That's
we
what I
just
used to do with Sons of Anarchy.
Yes,
I just like,
same-
wait till they
same
were all
here.
just get all of them
Same
because it's
here.
way better when you're like watching them all back to back to back. Sometimes you get stuck on that cliffhanger, and
Yeah.
then you're just like, "What? I gotta wait till next week." And then like scenes from the next week. I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I think we've more so. I've commercials really ruin a television show for me.
Ooh, right? You can't watch no commercials.
Yeah, what show was I watching? And I was just like, there are so many the commercial breaks. It's ridiculous,
right.
And the commercial breaks have gotten longer. It seems.
Oh,
and it's
there
just
was-
like, and it really pulls you out of like, it'll be something really suspenseful, and then it's like, does your dog piss on the floor? We got puppy pads from the makers of Huggies.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got, and
that-
it's just like, what? I really am out of the. I'm like out of the zone with this one.
Right,
So-
it takes you all out of that feeling. It was
Right.
doing that for like one commercial that kept popping up that had Kevin Hart just shopping.
right.
And I was just like, it was a serious movie. It was like The Last Samurai or something. And every
Right.
5 minutes or whatever, it'd just go to Kevin Hart shopping. Like, I'm not watching Kevin Hart movies. I'm trying to watch The Last
Right.
Samurai.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No commercials.
No commercials, and I think that's just slowly where everything's moving to. We're just going to be paying more, but yeah,
That's just part of the game.
yeah. Anyways, moving on. We didn't really get to discuss it. Did you finally watch Shazam? No.
I never got to watch it.
Okay, well let's
Just go off. I know you want to talk
let's
about
talk about Us.
it. Us.
We didn't really discuss it.
I liked it a little bit. I don't know.
You liked
It
it
just
a little
wasn't-
bit. Did you like it more than Get Out?
Yeah, I did. It was more entertaining.
What would you give it
I
on
think
a?
it was funny. I thought it was really funny.
Well, I think they were. Yeah, I think there was parts that were
Like,
intentionally
I got
funny.
5 on it. The kid was kind of freaking me out a little bit, but then I ended up liking him.
Which kid? The boy?
The boy, yeah.
His tethered version, or I was laughing at the tethered version. And he was just like moving around like a monkey. I was just like running around like making weird noises.
Yeah, that was weird. And how they were all like, what was the meaning towards the end? How like it was all like in the beginning they showed like the everyone holding hands, and at the end it was all the people in the red. What was the meaning of the end?
What do you mean?
Or that's just how it was set up. It wasn't ever connected. Like the commercial.
The commercial? What are you talking about?
The commercial in the beginning of the movie about everyone holding hands.
Well, I
It
guess that was like a
foundation.
real. That was a real. The whole where they're connected across the United States. I
Mhm.
guess that was a real event that took place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the 80s or 70s or something like that, where they're saying that if everyone were to hold hands, it could connect the country, which is just, it symbolizes bringing unity and the country connected across all states. Obviously, I don't know the logistics if that could actually happen. There's whatever it may be, but yeah. So I think they played off of that part. It was a deep movie, and I'm still deconstructing it. There's a lot
Right.
of different things where I'm like, okay, this is what they're going with the movie. I thought a lot of it had to originally do with, the red and blue, which I often associate not with Democrats and Republicans,
Oh.
especially in this current political climate.
The political
where-
climate.
Yeah, my original take on it, and I kind of looked around and I guess I was like, oh, I guess I'm the only one that felt that way, or I'm wrong or something. Maybe I just thought that,
See,
but I kind of
always
thought,
gotta go deep with the meaning.
well, I because I
That's
know
good.
Jordan Peele's really,
That's exactly what he
you know,
wanted.
yeah, he's going deep. He's not just it's not just like a superficial film. He has deep meaning with everything, and you saw that with Get Out. So I would expect that with this. So yeah, I kind of thought it was just like, oh, you know, it's kind of looking at two different ends. You have the blue, which were up, you know, the normal people, I guess you could say, and then the red, which were the tethered versions, which were in different experiences, and I kind of was just playing off of that, where it's just like, oftentimes, you know, I don't know. When I was watching that, I had a couple beers, and I was just like, you know, this is kind of how I see it.
This is how I see it.
I see it like
Look at him
this. I'm like,
digging
this,
deep.
the current political state is bad. You know,
Oh,
this is
boy.
a movie about unity, and you know, we're two different. It almost seems like we're from two different worlds, but we're in fact the same. You
We're
know,
the same.
they look the same. They have similar experiences, but they're just like in different. You know, the below and the high and whatnot. So that's just kind of how I took it, and you know, it didn't seem like a lot of other people were.
Looking at it that way.
yeah.
They're too busy laughing at the
But
dad
I-
jokes.
What?
The
Oh.
dad's jokes.
Yeah, I thought the dad was pretty funny.
That's the best
It was
part.
hard seeing him out of his. What was he from? Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. What kind of, what's his name?
Ha-ho!
Yeah.
Ha-ho!
Banku.
Baku. Yeah, but
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
thought,
intense.
yeah, great casting. Lupita, she did a tremendous job. Yeah, I
It
thought
was
that.
crazy when they had all them rabbits and yeah. It was,
Yeah, I'm still kind of, because it seems like there's just symbols, you know, all these different symbols, and it's just like the scissors and the rabbits and all this, and you know, I've spent a lot of time in the wormhole, just kind of
trying
like,
to figure it out.
what does everyone think what this means?
I'm glad
And-
you went deep because I was like, this looks crazy. I don't want to go in the wormhole.
Well, I
for
mean,
this,
you can
but
see it as just
you
like
can see it. Yeah, it is.
again,
kinda,
you can see it as like a superficial film where it's just like, oh, this is like kind of a horror film and this and that. It's
but
just
then even then,
good
you're
guys
just like,
and bad guys. But I'm like,
they're not killing
knowing
them. They're
Jordan
kinda
Peele,
talking to him.
there's
and stuff.
more involved. He has a deeper meaning. I must find what it is.
Oh,
So
if you know that, let Enrique know because.
yeah, if anyone has their theories, I would love to hear them. I wish you
Theories?
watched. I wish you would watch Shazam.
I mean, I'll watch it when it comes out.
No, here you'll watch Hobbs and Shaw in the movie theater, but you won't watch Shazam, which I would put as the best film outside in terms of like the DC universe, outside of the Dark Knight trilogy.
Really?
Yes,
That good?
It's better than Wonder Woman.
Oh
It's
my
better than
gosh.
Aquaman.
You're
which
gonna make me go see this?
yes.
All right. Who wants to go see Shazam with the kid? Because
Shazam was wonderful. I won't give away spoilers, but
it was good. It was entertaining.
yes, it was entertaining.
If you loved it, I might love it.
Yeah,
too.
it was great to see some humor in the DC universe. It seems like
It
they've
looked cool?
been. You know, I thought when originally I saw the first pics from like the Shazam set, and his costume looks a little silly.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just put
It's
it
kinda
out
out
there. He
there.
looks silly. Like he looks like a cartoon.
It looks cool though. I'd wear it for
Yeah, but
Comic-Con weekend.
but the character itself is pretty awesome, and they really did a good job. I know we're all about representation from all different races,
Genres and everything.
and everything. So they really, this is it revolves around a foster boy, not just a foster boy, but a foster family of all different races. We have a handicapped individual. So it was really great, and they kind of like there's a cool surprise at the end, which is awesome. So it definitely.
Do you have to stay for a bonus scene?
There's 2 bonus scenes. I didn't stay for the second bonus scene, which is at the very end, but I stayed for the mid-credit scene, which is really the only one that mattered, which just sets up, which I had no idea because I don't know much about Shazam,
Who's who?
who technically is Captain.
I heard The Rock's in it.
Well, he
Black
produced,
Adam?
but he's going to be playing Black Adam. So
Black Adam. Whoo.
yeah, he will be out there soon enough.
Nice. I'm hyped because it's The Rock, and it looked cool. I want to see it. It's just I don't know if I don't really want to see Shazam, but maybe we'll see.
Whatever.
Maybe I'll
well,
go to
I
early
mean,
showing.
yeah, you're not.
Maybe I'll see it before we
Probably
see
the next
Endgame.
movie you're going to see is going to be Endgame.
That's all
And
we're
I'm
gonna
kind
talk
of getting
about next
nervous
time.
already because
Already.
supposedly there's already like leaks and stuff.
Oh,
and-
I don't even want to look at my phone.
yeah. So I'm trying to stay away because
We have 1 week to
it's
go.
one thing to spoil Infinity War because Infinity War is more
Has
of a
a
setup.
part two.
Yeah, it's a setup for Endgame, but Endgame's really the
That's it.
end. It's
That's
the
it.
end of
The
this
very last
phase of Marvel. So I really I don't want any sort of spoilers. There's a lot of different directions you can go. There's a lot of different theories, and
So
you know,
many theories out
I'm
there.
kind of curious to ask you, like, who do you think? You know, there are going to be people that don't
Don't
survive.
It can't
This
be.
is going to be the end of their.
Everyone's saying Robert Downey Jr., but I'm like, no, Iron Man must live on. And
Well,
I think
who's to say that
Captain-
Iron Man goes away more so than Tony Stark? Do you?
no way. They
Who do
can't.
you think's going?
Captain America. Sorry, Steve Rogers, but you'll do it for America.
I
Take
can
that
see that.
sacrifice.
I can
I
see
can
that.
see
Who
it.
else? So you don't think that Iron Man?
No.
Iron Man has to go.
Why?
He's like
He's done it forever, but at the same time, yeah,
the budget
maybe.
for the half of the budget for the movie is to pay for Robert Downey Jr., who I have to say he has had the greatest comeback in
Ever.
any. Yeah, here you go from being like a young teen star, has some success, to being put in jail for selling black tar heroin,
Oh man,
having a drug issue, and then coming back
and you're Tony Stark, you're Iron Man.
Tony Stark
you
as
launched
Iron
this
Man.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
yes.
Woo!
So
Don't call it a
that
comeback.
guy has had he's had the best comeback in Hollywood history, I have to say.
For sure.
So you think you don't think Iron Man's going? You think?
I hope not. I
Yeah,
really hope not.
There's going to be
But
more
maybe.
than one person goes.
Well, they're gonna give Black Widow her own movie, so finally, that's awesome. No, maybe both of them. Honestly,
I could see
if
both
they're trying
of
to
them
say they're not gonna get rid of Thor. Thor just restarted his career with Thor Ragnarok, and he's like, he's probably the least expensive out of the three.
Right. Yeah, you do have to think about like the budget in terms
Right.
of like.
But I feel like they're making so much money. So what's a budget?
Right.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. wants another $50 million. Just give it to him. We're
Right.
Disney.
Right.
I think they still need Tony Stark to.
No, I think
I don't know. Maybe
I can
I
see
mean, he's
Iron Man
come a long
being-
way.
a lot of people think that like Shuri from
Oh yeah,
from Black Panther would take over an Iron Man role. I can see that because she really has like the whole tech thing down. She's all about like, she really built Black Panther's suit and everything. So that's
we'll see. More of her will be interesting. What kind of role she's?
yeah,
Where everybody is.
right. Because
Because everyone thinks they're gone. but
they're
not
trying to add a
gone.
whole bunch of new characters to this universe or to the Avengers. They have to obviously get rid of them because
Just because they gotta, make room for new guys, and he's
they
getting
gotta
a
make
little old.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a samurai in the next
Yeah, he can't be doing all
phase.
that.
Yeah,
And I think he's gonna exit well before it pops.
who?
Robert Downey Jr. He'll go out on top as the one who saved it all.
Yeah, well, what better place to do it than Endgame?
That's true.
Yeah,
That is true. But I would still like him to. He's gonna go back in time and just save everybody.
yeah. There is going to be that whole time thing. A lot of people speculate that there's going to be based off of things that they've seen.
Who's on
Like
set?
Red Skull's going to be there from the first Captain America. A lot of people think Quicksilver, who's a
Quicksilver.
garbage character.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was in.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
He was in the second Avengers, right?
Yeah, Age of Ultron.
That was a lame one.
Yeah, that was the worst one. I liked everything except for the last battle. I was like, this is so weak.
What was
But
the
the first
first
part was
Avengers
awesome.
called again?
The Avengers.
Just Avengers.
Was it? The first Avengers. Yeah, Avengers Assemble. Some people say that, but yeah, it was just Avengers.
Yeah. Well, so you only think one person's going? No Doctor Strange.
Nope. Doctor Strange definitely got to make another movie.
I can
for him.
see someone from Guardians of the Galaxy
another one
going, dying. Well,
maybe
they're already
Mantis.
doing. No. I see. What's her name? Thanos' daughter, Gamora. Dying.
Gamora already died.
Well, she's
Stays dead.
I'm talking about stays dead,
The other
which
one?
would make great.
Nebula.
Nebula's the sister.
The sister.
I can see the sister staying and
Yeah,
Gamora dying.
Yeah, Gamora's gone.
Because that would also make like a really good dynamic for the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Gamora has to get ready for Avatar movies, so get her out of here.
Yeah, you got to think about.
Sorry,
that.
Peter Quill. You can find new love in the
Yeah,
galaxy.
well, it'd be the sister who's like really hot-headed and I think she takes a lot less crap from people. Would go good with like Peter Quill, who's busting jokes and whatnot, and Drax, who doesn't seem to understand. He doesn't
anything.
Yeah, and then of course, yeah, Groot and whatnot. We got to see teenage Groot.
Teenage Groot
That'll be
coming out
funny.
here. I am Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah.
Rocket the Raccoon. He's about to light some people
But
up.
I think there might still be a surprise in terms of. I think still there's someone else has to go. I don't think a Doctor Strange.
Definitely not Spider-Man.
Definitely not Spider-Man.
Yeah, they'd probably get rid
Are they
of
gonna kill Philip Brown?
No, he's getting his own show.
He's funny.
Robert Mackey, he's good.
Yeah.
War Machine, he's always around. Don Chena, he'll work for free.
Yeah. Hulk. What about Hulk? I could see Hulk dying.
Yeah, they will keep Hulk forever.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
too
the
much they
thing
can
is,
do
is
with
like
Hulk.
Hulk.
Send him to space.
It doesn't seem like they have any plans for him.
Is he even gonna come back? He's Professor Hulk.
Right.
Maybe that's what
It
everyone's
doesn't
saying.
seem. Well, the thing is, he doesn't seem to have any sort of. He doesn't have his own movie. You know,
He can't.
He can. They really have failed. I liked the last Hulk movie with Ed Norton.
You liked it? The
I
Incredible
liked
Hulk?
it.
It was good. He was in Brazil.
I liked it, but I guess it was not. It was considered a flop.
Kind of was a flop. And then they were like, "All right, we're gonna have to
And
pay
they
Robert
already-
Downey Jr., Chris Evans."
And they already failed with the one before that was Eric Bana or
Oh my
whatever.
gosh,
I
that was
wasn't a fan of-
terrible.
It was terrible.
That's so bad.
So I can see him going too.
Maybe. Just like, get out of here, Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm very, very much looking forward to it next week.
Yeah. So we're going
Thursday.
We still have one more.
One ticket left.
We have one more ticket left.
Who's gonna get
$11.
$50.
Pre-party at Outback probably.
Outback.
Now.
Hey, all right.
We're going down under, eh?
Can't
Gonna
wait.
have a little blooming onion.
Blooming onions on Enrique next
No,
Thursday.
I didn't say that much, brother. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I think maybe we should podcast after.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think maybe we'll save the
Friday or
podcast for
Saturday?
next Friday. We probably won't release it until I would say Monday, just because.
Just so it gives people the
Yeah, but it would be awesome to have, and we might have someone else that watched the movie with us on the podcast. So that would
get ready for Avengers nerd out session.
Yeah, so
we're going in.
That's gonna be hype.
Endgame.
Endgame. Anyways, while we're behind schedule, let's move into just a few music things real quick to end off.
Yeah, what's going on with music?
We
We never
haven't-
talk about
we
music,
haven't
but when
talked-
we do,
There hasn't been much.
where did this guy come from?
Okay, so I know you've all heard it. This Lil Nas X,
This guy, never heard of him.
Old Town Road. Need I say more?
Bro, this dude went viral.
What are your thoughts on this?
I can't even
Gonna
believe it.
take my time, I
I heard it so much
randomly,
randomly, and I didn't even want to believe it. I was like, no way, no way. I kept seeing the memes, and I was like, what? Drake, after he hears,
Yeah, he. This song surpassed Drake
Ooh.
in what was it? In My Feelings
Mm.
as the most streamed song in a
he
week.
took out Drake.
Yeah.
Man, everyone was about
So
that.
a guy
In My
that
Feelings
came out of
challenge.
nowhere just dethroned Drake. And I work with youths too, so
Oh, they were singing it way
They
before.
love this song. There was
It's from a video game, right?
what? I don't know.
You don't know about that part?
No.
He had a Twitter account and a Stitch or whatever it is, and he basically blew it up that way.
I've been trying to understand what this whole Twitch and
I don't know what it
I
is.
don't know.
It's crazy. A lot of people have it though, and they
People
just play
watch
video
people
games.
play video games. I'm like, what?
Why?
As a kid, that was my least favorite thing to do is wait when they're like, oh, you get next turn, so I have to watch someone play video games while I'm not doing it.
Right? I don't got
That's
next.
the
I got
worst
now.
part. I don't, and what makes it worse is when they're good too, because I'm like, I'm never gonna get my hands on this video game now. I'm gonna have to wait for them. You know how it is.
So yeah, this kid was just making songs off of what's it called? SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
And putting it up there. He had like 3 before this one.
Where's your SoundCloud?
I know. I was just late to the party. I always heard it, but I was just like,
It's not too late.
I know. We need to have a little sit down about that afterwards.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
But Old Town Road, yeah. I kept hearing it, and then I really heard it Coachella weekend. Everyone was just like hype about it. And then they played it in the clubs, and people were talking about it. And then I just found out that
Did they play in the club?
they did. They
Oh
played
my
it
gosh.
at Park, and I was like, "What? Why is everyone singing?"
Did everyone
this?
sing it like?
Oh yeah, I
Until
didn't
I
even
can't
get it.
no
They played it
more.
like towards the end of the night too.
Gonna take my Old Town Road
Oh man, that song-
until I can't no more.
but yeah, he had to redo the song and put Billy Ray Cyrus on it so he could be number 1. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
I
took
guess-
it off the country.
I guess they wouldn't put him on the country charts. Like his song didn't qualify.
It was number
but
1.
It's clearly, and
We're
yeah,
talking about it on this podcast. We haven't talked about music in a minute.
I know. We're
Episode
talking about
24.
well, that's just, there's nothing going on. You know, Kodak Black's in jail. Who cares?
Who cares?
This guy's
Stop beefing with
fool.
everybody. This
Yeah.
one's a roundhouse. That guy.
No one's really making music. It's just, it seems like there's just a lot of tussling in the industry right
But
now.
Kanye West,
yeah,
Sunday service,
Sunday
9 a.m.
service. Yeah,
I
what?
could still make it. Are you gonna watch it live?
No.
No?
Okay,
I'll
we
be
were
at
just
church.
discussing. I don't like seeing like music. It's like watching video games. Like I'd rather hear the music video or listen to the actual record.
You don't want to watch it.
Yes. Yeah, there's
Not
we were
streaming
discussing this
Coachella.
Beyonce on the drive over here, this Beyonce documentary or whatever it
I'm
is.
gonna watch it. I gotta see what the Beehive's hyping about.
Oh,
I can't even look at my phone without
you-
that thing popping up.
Are you a member of the Beehive?
I am not. I follow Beyonce, but I don't think I'm part of.
No.
I've never
I
hashtag
think that's all
Beehive.
it takes. You just got to follow her. So you're,
Okay.
You're officially part of the
I'm
Beehive.
a part of the Beehive. There we
Yeah.
go. I just hope they don't go after the All Bad podcast on Twitter because that could make us or break us.
Here's a new hot take. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I prefer Rihanna over Beyonce.
Beyonce, really?
Yeah.
Depends on how the sun sets.
Yeah.
How
They're-
I'm feeling. Did you see
the
that
sun's-
Rihanna and
Yeah, we discussed
Childish
it.
Gambino one?
Yeah, Guava Island.
Guava
It was
Island.
sweet. It was almost like a live Disney video almost.
There you go.
It had music, even though it was weird because there was just like, it was a lot of Childish Gambino songs. It was all Childish Gambino songs that came out like last year, like This Is America.
Mm-hmm.
So it would like play into those songs and they would start dancing and singing. It was kind of weird because it was just like,
What's up with that guy? Is he putting out another album or?
well,
his
he's
last
working on it.
album?
Did you see all his little like Instagram short vids? They're
I
worth
need to
seeing. They're pretty fun. They're like obviously 1 minute short films.
Yeah.
With Monique. And they're pretty funny. They're pretty much advertise. They don't advertise his new shoe.
He has
but
a new shoe.
yeah, he has a new shoe with
This
Adidas.
guy, Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he was
Adidas,
going.
Let's get
he
that
was walking.
check.
He was walking around Coachella, airdropping pictures of his new shoe, and anyone that would get the airdrop, they would get a free pair of those shoes.
What?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool.
Yo, Adidas went so hard this year.
I roll with Adidas. Adidas.
I love Adidas.
I'm
I've
not-
been rocking Adidas since middle school.
I rock with the 3 stripes over the
Over the
with the
checks?
check.
yeah,
yeah.
I feel you. I'm Adidas to the core. The most expensive shoes I ever
Drake's
bought
just
was
bitter because they dropped his line from Adidas. So roll with
Adidas is killing it. They're going hard.
Yeah,
they're
I
all
roll with
over
Adidas.
Coachella.
Yeah,
One of my friends, she was in a Instagram picture, and she got to fly in a helicopter because her dude is an influencer for Adidas. and he's just wearing Adidas, taking pictures at Coachella with Adidas.
Hey, I got Adidas on right now. I'm influenced.
Right? Influencer. Come on, we got to get our influencer numbers up.
Yeah.
But Coachella.
Oh, the Red Octobers are Adidas's too.
They are, that's how I do.
Are those the new ones?
These are the flyest ones, fresh from North Carolina, from
There you
Baby
go.
Panda.
There you go.
You know.
I know you and your red shoes.
Gotta stand out
There you
above
go.
the crowd.
So, real quick, Coachella week 2. I know you've been to Coachella.
One time, a long time ago.
I remember seeing those pictures of you with the little flower, the flower crown on your head. I'm kidding. But it really seems like Coachella has become less about the music and it's just all
about being there.
Yeah. And
That's
a lot
what
of
they
people,
do.
have you heard of this Revolve Fest?
Revolt?
Revolve Fest.
No, what's that?
Revolve is like I think it's a clothing company. But they had a little a festival at Coachella.
Oh, a festival
And-
inside of a festival?
Well, I think it might have been on the outskirts or it might have been like as part of it, but more people were like Revolve Fest as opposed to the actual Coachella. It was
Why?
weird. I don't know. People
Is it like
roll-
exclusive?
yeah.
Like 2 Chainz and Diddy
Again,
over there
it was
hanging
all
out?
your influencers.
All the influencers were there?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was like Coachella.
It's
for
gotta
the
be weird to
VIP
be-
Coachella.
It's got to be weird to be an influencer. Like, how do you tell that? Like, if someone says, "Hey, what do you do?"
I'm an
Which
influencer.
I really hate that question. Don't you hate when you're at like
What do you do?
when you're small talking with someone? They're like, "So what do you do?" And I'm like,
How much time do you got?
"How much time do you got?" I just say whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, maximum effort.
I tried that because I saw it in a TV show, and it sounded really cool when the guy said it. When he's just like,
What do you do?
"Whatever it takes," and I thought that was so cool. And then I kind of just like
You stole that?
I stole that one, and I was just like, someone said small talk. Hey, so what do you do? I'm like, whatever it takes. They're like, what? Like, all
Because
right.
you're a man that wears many hats.
Yes, that's
Like,
really
what
what
do
it
I
is.
don't do?
Everyone expects you to just have that one
You know
lane.
how you got here? I built that car.
Yeah, they're like they want to hear that one lane that you're in, and I'm just like don't want to have it because I don't have one lane.
You
So
gotta tell them you're open format over here.
yeah,
Every road.
I'm like, well, I like doing this and that and this, but what do you do? I'm like, I just told you I do this. Every aspect. I'm gonna start. I thought about starting a business
Oh.
which helps small businesses in all aspects.
Whoa, that's right up your alley.
From something, and it wouldn't obviously be me doing everything, but I'm like the one hub for a small business to go where I can get you set up with someone to do your bookkeeping and accounting, someone that can work on the promotions, someone that can work on website and development, someone that can work on other administrative work.
Boom.
It's something I
I'd
might
hire
consider in the future because, again, I like doing multiple things, and that really serves as a platform, especially since I work with small businesses. I always see that they're like, hey, do you know anyone that does this or this? You know
Right.
anyone that can get
And
me
you
some
could be that one
hats?
shop that's just like, "Whew, I
You
know this
anyone-
guy. I know
like
this
I'm
one."
trying to get some T-shirts. I don't know where to go. Oh, I got this.
Just give him the plug.
Yeah, and I'll hook them up with the. Well,
And
I
you
would.
get a little percentage of
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, exactly. So that's something to consider. But
Well, Lou owes you for get a little commission off that.
right, yeah, I'll be like, hey Lou, hey Lou. Anyways, yeah. So real quick, Coachella, it's become less about the music and more about
Taking
the
pictures.
Instagram pics. But if you were to have your own festival
Oh,
and you had to have 3 headliners, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, who you going with?
wow. Gotta hit me with
Obviously,
that
you're going with Lil Nas X, right?
He can open up.
Gonna take my. I'm waiting for him to go up with the Yodel Kid.
Oh, they said the Yodel Kid was singing that song. Okay, they would never, definitely not be in it. But man, 3 off the top. Definitely got to do Dr. Dre because he's super exclusive and he would never do it. It would be like Detox, so everyone would come out for Dr. Dre. So number 1, you wouldn't have to worry about half the rap game because they would be there because Dr. Dre was there. I would also do Man, I would do someone like legendary.
You
Like,
could choose someone that's dead too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I definitely have to do Biggie Smalls, because who would want to come out and see the NOTOROUS? You just lay down slow. There you go. So yeah, Notorious B.I.G. The fact that he would be there, he could be selling out any venue if he came back, hologram version or not. And then number 3, oh man, it'd have to be like someone outside the box, like Kiss.
Nice.
Like someone just
Nice.
like, you know how Coachella does like 3 different headliners,
Right.
kind of? They had like Ariana Grande
right.
in different genres and stuff. But you got to get them like, even my second headliner might be like an EDM. I don't know, because I feel like EDM would just be there.
Yeah. Real quick, is Deadmau5 still relevant?
He's still killing it. He
Oh.
just did a new club in Las Vegas at the Palms,
Nice.
and he has a residency over there. So he still does like little shows.
Yeah, I was doing my workout and then
Deadmau5 came
song.
out? Ooh,
yeah, and it was
yeah,
just like,
that takes it
I was
back.
like, wow, is he still relevant? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Deadmau5 still doing it. They all
Sweet.
still do it.
I would choose. I'd probably go with Tribe Called Quest.
Ooh, there you go. It's the Tribe, y'all.
Yeah, I would go with the Beatles.
The Beatles. Oh, there we
Oh, it's Joan. So many great things you can do.
go. Oh man, you're
And then finally, my Sunday headliner would be the great himself, Beethoven.
Beethoven. Nice, sold out.
yeah,
Coachella 2020.
that would be
Enrique's
awesome.
booking the talent.
Yeah,
Nice. That's good.
Tribe, Beatles, and Beethoven. That would be awesome.
I would go to that.
Yeah,
That'd be a unique concert.
yeah. Well, anyways, we kind of need to wrap this up because I'm trying not to do another hour and 2 hour
In the lab?
podcast. Yeah.
For sure. Episode 31, we did it big.
Episode 31.
All
You
Bad
can all
Podcast.
find us on YouTube.
Choo!
That's where we are currently. We're on YouTube. I
And
enjoy
you're
watching
hearing
it.
us.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome seeing ourselves.
Yeah. We're
working
we're
on the
still
set.
renovating the set, so we'll have that anytime
Cups
soon.
coming soon. Water bottles coming soon.
Yeah. So
We got stickers, though. Holla at
we
us.
do.
You want
We
to
got-
that stickers?
We got stickers. We still got a couple of hats. If anyone's interested, just hit us in the DMs.
You know?
So yeah, YouTube, Twitter at All Bad Podcast 1. We're gonna try to get a little bit better on that one. It's just so hard just keeping
so
up.
many social medias.
We need an intern. Our little intern, the cat, Mr. Pam's not doing much, so he needs to do more. We need someone that can actually
press buttons.
press buttons.
Maybe have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
You have opposable thumbs, you're qualified.
Yeah, and then we're on all podcast platforms. I'd be interested to see if we're on Tidal. Nah. Do they got podcasts?
They probably do. They have their podcast.
Right. Yeah. So episode 31.
31 until the next one.
Next week we're gonna do our Avengers recap.
Ooh,
So
get ready.
there'll
get
be little
hype.
spoilers involved.
Go see
and
Avengers.
Go see Avengers.
Endgame.
See it because once Sunday night hits, it's lifted.
Right.
Spoilers are just going to be out there. There's going to be spoilers on Friday. People are going to be hitting you with the memes.
Don't
and
even.
stuff.
I'm not even looking at my phone.
Nothing's going to be
until
worse
next
than
week.
seeing like a SpongeBob meme that ruins Avengers for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Trying to look at the memes,
yeah.
but
Our-
we'll stay all bad.
All bad.
Best podcast in the galaxy.
Thank you.
Peace.
Episode 31. Peace. We're gonna
Woo,
take my time.